Good.
There you go.
Great. Well, hello, everyone. First, thank you so much for joining me this evening. For those of you who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, I'm Brian Naylors, your Globus family of brands BDM in New York. I'm pretty new to the Globus family, only a few months old, but I'm not new to the travel industry. So just over 18 years I've been in travel, and I know I've probably worked with some of you in my past life. But here's my contact information if you want to jot it down, but I'll also show it to you again at the end of the webinar if you miss it. But honestly, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I know it's tough at the end of a workday to add one more thing to do after dinner or while preparing for dinner. So I'll try to make this as quick as possible, I promise. So I'm going to go through each of the Globus brands, which are Globus, Cosmos, and Avalon Waterways. Basically, a brief overview of each. I'd be more than happy to field any questions along the way, but if you do want to discuss anything in more depth after tonight, we can also set up some time to chat one-on-one. So altogether, between Globus, Cosmos, and Avalon, we offer well over 500 vacations and itineraries worldwide. At almost a century old, Globus family of brands offers guided tours and river cruises on 6 out of 7 continents and 78 countries. So let's start with Globus and Cosmos, though. And I want to share a quick video with you to kick things off. I'm hoping it works.
The video has no sound. Should it be that way?
Okay. All right. So when it comes to Globus and Cosmos, we look at it as 12 different ways of traveling. They aren't cookie cutter, jump on a motor coach tours. Everyone's different, wants to see a different thing, different places, and wants to do it in a different way. So with that in mind, we designed our guided tours throughout Europe, North America, and the rest of the world to fit that idea. And by the rest of the world, I mean Africa, I mean Asia, Central and South America, Cuba, Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji. The first are our classic Globus tours. These are a century in the making. You honestly do go beyond the guidebooks with these itineraries. I had the privilege of joining one of these tours in Canada, the historic cities of Eastern Canada guided tour. Coming from a New Yorker, living so close to Canada, I didn't know how much I was missing from Niagara Falls to Montreal, to Quebec City. Seriously, a beautiful country that I'm personally so geographically close to that I've never explored. And the local tour director was not only perhaps the sweetest woman that I've ever met, but just a wealth of knowledge. I don't know how she remembers all these facts, but she was seriously incredible. The second are small group departures. With small groups come big profits. Small groups mean your clients get closer to the action and you get closer to hitting your business goals. We have more than 50 tours that were built exclusively for small groups, offering travelers more unique accommodations, exclusive excursions, and special VIP access across the globe. Plus, as a premium product, your clients get to see the world without sacrificing comfort. And you get the commission that you deserve, the highest commission in the industry, in fact, not to brag. And small groups are at an average size of only 15 passengers, 18 outside of Europe. And we do pride ourselves in providing the best skip the line and VIP access excursions to our guests. And small group discoveries allows us to showcase this in the most creative and exciting new ways. In case you're curious what these brand new itineraries look like, they may include going glamping in luxurious tents with Yellowstone as the backdrop. Maybe enjoy a choir performance at Gegard Monastery. Or how about some fresh shellfish straight from the ocean floor on a Viking sushi boat tour? I was actually telling my family about this one, and my sister, who happens to be allergic to shellfish, she said my throat is closing up just thinking about that. But lastly, a safari drive to spot the elusive Bengal tigers. And these are just a few examples. There's so many more. For instance, we have 14 exclusive small group discovery tours in Africa alone, another 16 in Asia, 9 more in Europe. We're really excited about these, and hopefully you will be too. And coming in at number 3 are our choice tours. I mentioned that everyone is different and have different interests. If exploring with more freedom and flexibility is more your style on tour, then Globus Choice Tours, they're perfect. Fit for tailoring your days to fit your interests. You can design your days your way with a selection of excursions that speak to you. So whether you're a history buff, curious about culture, into culinary discoveries, definitely look into choice tours across North America and Europe. And just a few examples, go for a bike ride around a town you've never been to, a country you've probably never been to, play around a golf, or again, increase your history knowledge for those history buffs out there. Here's another great way of traveling, our undiscovered tours. These are perfect for repeat travelers to a destination looking to get beyond the traditional cities and sites. So undiscovered tours, they really invite you to break free from the beaten path, break away from the pack and break bread with the locals for unique discoveries. If the road less traveled is for your clients, then this may be the option for them. Like I said, a guided tour is a fantastic way to travel, especially if you've never been to a destination and you want to be nudged in the right direction. So you don't miss out on anything, any of the must-sees. But there is definitely something to say, for finding a hidden gem or the thrill of finding a secret spot. And moving on to, I believe, number 5, Globus's independent tours. This is a bit different and exactly what it sounds like, though. Eye-opening adventures of the world and all its wonder without the group. With Globus Independent, your clients are free to enjoy many benefits of touring untethered, unscheduled, with their pick of 2 different travel styles: independent city stays and independent tours. Independent travel doesn't have to mean that your clients are on their own, though. Globus independent tours are designed for travelers' individuality, to shine with plenty of free time to explore the world in their own way. Um, they can make it personal with hand-selected optional excursions that speak to them, or they can stay longer with a seamless extension to keep their adventure going. And next we have our escapes tours, which are perfect for those clients that have more flexible schedules, and also love to save money. Escape tours, they help your clients lose the crowds and find the best deals during the off season on vacations around the world. They still promise all the wonder of a Globus tour, but these tours, they operate from November to March historically, offering savings up to, I believe, 40%, including deals for solos also. So when you have those clients who can travel during the off season, escape tours may be a good fit, and the savings is amazing. And at number 7, I've said it before and I'll say it again, everyone is different and we all have different interests. So check out these faith-based tours. Your clients can discover the history of the mystery of the world's most inspiring religious sites on a Globus faith-based tour, from sacred shrines to miraculous monuments. But visit these holy places and powerful stories that inspire your passion for travel, for faith, fellowship, and fun. We see a lot of faith-based groups built often through church groups and things like that. So to some, this seems more like a very niche travel way, but they are very, very popular. And okay, all aboard for our rail vacations. Your clients, they can ride the rails in style through the heart of legendary landscapes and heart-pounding panoramas aboard iconic trains across the globe on a Globus rail vacation. And this is anywhere from nostalgic locomotives to high-speed rail riding. Don't let the world of train travel pass you by, though, really. And they're available in North America, Europe, Australia, and India. And at number nine, you ever have clients that they can't make up their mind on whether they want to be on land or at sea, or if they're afraid of feeling landlocked, maybe just add some water into the mix, but go deeper with the best of both worlds, touring and cruising. So Globus Cruise and Tour Vacations, they deliver new perspectives that they create those like pinch me moments, with thrilling sights by both land and by sea. Best of both worlds. And next are our special event tours. So I know this sounds very vague, I know. Let me give you some examples though. Your clients, they can schedule the next tour around huge special events, such as California's Tournament of Roses, or perhaps they want to go a little further with Alaska's Iditarod, or maybe America's musical heritage with New Orleans Jazz Festival. There's so many different choices in North America and Australia. So check out the special event tours and departures to experience the fun of some of the world's most wow events. Really, your clients are going to enjoy A-list accommodations. It's exclusive travel planning and VIP tickets to some of the globe's most sought after celebrations on a special event tour. All right, we're getting close to the end of the ways to travel with Globus. Only two more before I move on to Avalon Waterways, which I know you're waiting for. But coming in at number 11 are our private tours. Pretty self-explanatory, as these are exactly what they sound like. Anywhere from 2 to 2 dozen passengers. You can help your clients customize any of our published European tours for a special rate. Of course, the larger the group, the rates will go lower. It means not sharing a coach with anyone you don't know, and there's more wiggle room for, the customization of the tour. Great for multi-generational groups as well. And lastly, Cosmos. This is not only a way to travel, but also one of our brands under the Globus family of brands umbrella, historically known for more affordable tours, but tightening your belt, it doesn't have to mean restricting your dreams. So for more than 60 years, Cosmos has made worldwide travel attainable with value-minded vacations that won't squeeze your budget. Your clients can tackle their bucket list with budget-friendly escorted tours backed by a near century of travel expertise of Globus family of brands. We found that market that appreciates the inclusion nature of Cosmos and really meeting their needs, their expectations, without breaking the bank. A few things that Cosmos does offer, and I'll go through the list here. Price is worth packing for. This really makes the world within reach, with price experiences that won't break the bank. Innovative itineraries, offering vacations on 6 continents. Smart hotels with Cosmos. They fulfill the 3 Cs: clean, comfortable, and convenient. And just right sightseeing, what you need to see in time for what you want. Experienced tour directors, they're experts on hand. They're friendly, they're knowledgeable, and they help the destination really bring it to life. Number 6, balance of sights and leisure. Trust me, it's the perfect combo and personalized touring. It's your vacation after all. It's great to have a guided tour with a knowledgeable tour director, but it's also great to have a little more free time after you see what to really see what you want to personally see. But you gotta love free time. And that's what this slide is all about. No one enjoys a vacation where every single second is spent on a schedule. We build free time into every Cosmos vacation so our guests can eat, they can shop, explore the way they want. Our tour directors, they offer suggestions though, for things to see and do. Or guests can join one of our many outstanding optional excursions. So whether you're into art, music, food, wine. Again, for history buffs, our guests they have the freedom to personalize their trip with optional excursions that are meaningful really to them. And best of all, they can make their selections and even prepay for most of them in advance online. And just wanted to add this promotion we have running through the end of 2026, 15% off for teachers with Cosmos. And not just for current teachers, but for retired as well. So we do see a lot of teachers using Cosmos in case you have those clients. And whether your clients are traveling with Globus or Cosmos, we have another great addition to the ever so knowledgeable tour directors and local guides. How about our Globus Go app? We know free time is important, especially on vacation, but we make it much easier for them to make the best use of their free time with the Globus Go mobile app. Your clients will love having information and direction on local eateries, shopping, sightseeing, and more right in the palm of their hand. Plus, it will give them up-to-minute details on flights, transfers, and daily activities. And with the Globus Go app, your clients will always be in the know. Oh, sorry. One last thing before I move on to Avalon Waterways. Check out our spontaneous getaways on traveladvisorportal.com, which can be found right on that site, right on the homepage. If you have clients that are looking for a last minute getaway, we still have availability on some tours and cruises that depart within the next 3 months. So check those out when you get the chance. And of course, there are great savings tied to these. And they're included on these since they're so last minute. Okay, without further ado, the third and final brand under the Globus family of brands and my new personal favorite way of traveling, Avalon Waterways. I personally just returned from my first Avalon experience, and I mean, just wow. I was aboard the Avalon Passion on the Danube River, sailing from Germany to Budapest, and did 2 pre-nights in Prague. It was seriously amazing. I saw 5 countries over the span of 10 days, and I only unpacked one time. I've been on other river cruises and on other brands, but Avalon seriously exceeded my expectations by far. As you can see here, we have 77 different cruises on 11 rivers in 24 countries, and that's on 5 continents, Europe, Asia, Africa, Egypt, and South America. And I'll go more into depth about the river cruise themselves, but I want to talk first about perhaps the biggest differentiator that Avalon has to offer, and that's the cabins, or more specifically put, the panorama suites. For starters, all river cruise ships are limited as to width to fit through the navigational locks, right? Throughout Europe, especially. So if a balcony were placed on the outside of the stateroom, then they'd lose a minimum of like 30 square feet, I think it is, of space inside. So, which to be completely honest, I mean, it's a lot of space to lose. Our suites and staterooms were specifically designed to maximize the guest space and views during their cruise. Even with so much competition in the marketplace, I mean, Avalon offers some features that are truly unparalleled, and they make it really stand out. We truly reinvented river cruise ships. No other fleet offers you the view of the world like Avalon Suite ships, featuring our award-winning panorama suites. So they're 30% larger than the industry standard. They create river cruising's only open air balcony, with absolutely nothing between you and the view. We mastered the art of blending luxury with comfort and now blurring the line between the outside and the inside. So I do want to share a really cool video, and I hope you can get the sound because it sounds like we had a little bit of an issue with that. But I also want to give you a Cliff's Notes with it prior, just so you know what you're looking at. First, we move the bed 90 degrees. So the bed is facing the actual view. I mean, who wants to wake up facing a wall, right? Then we knocked out the balcony to give you a suite that's 30% larger than than our competition. And now your entire room is a balcony. I mean, also, like no more wall on either side of you, sliding glass doors. We made the entire wall glass, so your view is as large as it possibly can be. We even angled the bathroom in a way that makes that even larger as well. So let me start the video, and I hope you can hear it. If not, at least you can see how beautiful these panoramic suites are. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but this is what the average is, and this is what we did to the wall. So again, if you can't hear it, this is what our competitors are looking at. So we push the balcony out altogether. So now you're right on the water. 80% of the cabins on board are these panorama suites, and there are also two royal suites available. Okay, and here's a list of some additional features that each one of our suite ships has to offer. I'll let you read through them on your own, but one I want to bring to your attention is the complimentary Wi-Fi. That may not sound all that luxurious, but I was shocked at how good the Wi-Fi actually is on a river cruise. Each ship has two Starlinks to make it that much better. A quick personal story. When I actually, just a few months ago, when I interviewed for my position, my director, my now director, that interviewed me. He was on board one of the Avalon cruises, and his Wi-Fi was astonishingly better than mine was at home. So a lot to be said for that. And just a few more differentiators on Avalon Waterways. We offer unlimited beer, wine, and soft drinks, all included with their meal service, giving guests the opportunity to sample some amazing local spirits right in the country where the grapes were grown. And this is for all lunches and dinners, and sprinkling a mimosa or two for breakfast. I mean, come on, you're on vacation, right? And then there's a daily complimentary happy hour. Every day this is offered, and it's a full bar for 1 hour included before dinner every evening, with a special cocktail the bartender chooses each evening, which I have to say is a fan favorite most nights. And here's a couple of different ways to cruise. So Avalon Choice offers Avalon guests with a variety of active, discovery, and classic excursions, and onboard activities each day to go through, their own way. So whether travelers want to walk in the footsteps of legends, bike down the street with a local hike, through postcard-like settings, Avalon's selection of included daily outings and optional excursions, they really give you the chance to personalize your own vacation. Just like most of the other, cruises and tours that we have going on. The cruise that I personally experienced was an act of discovery, and it was really nice to get up each morning and have that opportunity, not forced, but have the opportunity to go for a hike, join the bike tour, to get a little exercise in before the day really starts. Avalon Active Discovery, I mean, it's an exciting type of cruise that introduces you to the people and places of Europe in the most engaged and fun ways imaginable. Again, you gotta say it's the old world in a whole new way. And these are truly unique to Avalon. And this has brought passengers 5 years younger than the average Avalon cruiser, to Avalon waterways. Aboard each one of our active and discovery sailings in Europe, our adventure hosts are available. They spend their time helping travelers explore discoveries on and off the ship. And of course, guests can also just check out one of the 16 bikes on board. All of our ships for a scenic ride through town. They can grab a Nordic walking stick and hike to a hillside vineyard or a castle, or they can just enjoy the fitness on board, the fitness or strength and conditioning class, including yoga. And those are on both the Sky Deck or the Panorama Lounge, depending on the day. And I believe I already mentioned the Starlink Wi-Fi, but which I found incredible. And just like Black Globus and Cosmos, Avalon also has the Avalon Go mobile app. So your clients will love having the information on local eateries, shopping, the sightseeing, and much more in the palm of their hand. Avalon Go also gives them directions, so they'll never lose their way while losing themselves in a new place. And it'll tell them how to get back to the ship, which is pretty important. And I'll start wrapping this up for the evening, but I do want to mention a few more resources that you can use to find out more about Globus family of brands. Our travel advisor portal is located right there at traveladvisorportal.com. Honestly, any and all information of resources you need can be found here. I love this site because it's a one-stop shop for anything you could possibly be looking for. And the search bar up top can also help you find what you're looking for even faster. Search bar sounds such like a simple thing, but the way ours works, it's great. You just put in a word and like so many different options come up for whatever you're looking for. And for instance, if you're looking for marketing materials, just go to the marketing hub highlighted up top. Then if you don't really see what you're looking for on the left-hand side, click the source where you'll find all of your marketing needs, whether you're looking for social media, flyers, ads, brochures, you name it. For example, if you click on flyers, I think it is. Is that what it is? Maybe not. Maybe I lost that slide. But a new innovation I'm excited to share today is GFOB University. So GFOBU is an award-winning online education platform providing you as advisors with a wide range of courses and certifications on Globus, Cosmos, and Avalon Waterways products, their destinations, and even selling techniques, which is great. Just make you stronger as a travel advisor. This platform, it really ensures that you're well versed in the unique selling points and nuances of the Globus family of brands. And what's really great too is this will also unlock exclusive perks like our travel advisor discount program and sweet rewards. So definitely check this out, and we can talk, on another day about those because those are really great opportunities for you to actually experience these Globus, Cosmos, or Avalon excursions. Oh, for some reason. So this is what I was talking about oh no, here it is. This is where you find GFOB University. So it's easily found on the Travel Advisor portal, in our Knowledge Hub, highlighted up top there, and then just click on GFOB University to get started. And again, those discounts are easily found under the benefits tab, and we do urge you to take advantage of them. There's no better way to learn about our product and to be able to speak to it well and by experiencing it on your own. We do offer amazing opportunities for you to better understand our vast portfolio. So like I said, go with travel advisor discounts or sweet rewards. And again, I can send you links to how to get there and what the criteria is behind to take advantage of those. And with that being said, hopefully you found this evening's webinar helpful. Sorry about if you didn't hear the sound on the videos. I'll try to get to the bottom of that. But thanks so much for joining me this evening. Are there any questions that I can hopefully field and hopefully answer? No?
I have a question.
Yeah,
When
sure.
you were on the river cruise on the Avalon,
Mhm.
what was the average age? Because I always
So
have a
I'll
kind of
say,
older.
so honestly, a kind of a preconceived notion that I had, just an idea, is that river cruising is for older people. My parents love river cruising. Not that my parents are all that old. My dad is going to be 80. come October. My mom is 77, 78. And I just thought it was a much older group. But honestly, first of all, Avalon is at an average lower. I can't, I don't know the exact number, but it is like Viking. I don't like to
Right.
sound like I'm being accomplished. Viking tends to be much older.
Right. That's what I've heard.
Avalon tends to be younger. I was on an active in Discovery, so like I said, it brings the daily average down about 5 years. I'm 43. I was one of the younger people, but
Right.
there was a lot of people, plenty of people in their 40s and 50s. Yep, plenty of people in 60s and 70s, even 80s. But the amount of people that, were going out on hikes and getting bikes and everything, I was pleasantly surprised. Not that I didn't want to see anybody older than me, but I love the fact that travel advisors my age who also have clients our age, I mean, the average is coming down, and hate to say it, but we're not getting any younger. So whether it
Right.
be this year or next year, and I hate to say that, sorry, ladies, but whether it be this year, next year, or 4 or 5 years from now, like you're gonna have those clients. It's really a fantastic opportunity, and I really hope that you can really see it for yourself because frankly, I'm only with the company for 3.5 months, and I love that I was on it to see and actually be very honest to travel advisors and say, no, it's not that preconceived notion that you have of like you have to be 80 years old to go on these things. Absolutely not. Honestly, I put it on Facebook. If you're not Facebook friends with me, please, I'll either request it or hopefully you can. Um, Check out some of my pictures and everything. I had a blast. It's without a doubt my favorite way of traveling now.
Gotcha. I do have one other tour question. So
Okay.
I've I haven't gone on a Globus tour, but I have gone on other, tours. So the airfare is separate. And
Yep.
if I don't, let's say I go on a tour and I do the airfare on my own, then I have to get my own way to the hotel. But if I do the air through Globus, um, then the
If you do,
transportation is
yeah,
included.
if
Is
you
that
do
correct?
air, yes, exactly. If you do air through us, the transfers will be included. Um, You're never that far away from the airport. I mean, we do push for you to do air with us. I mean, this way it's just so easy to tie everything together
Right.
on the Go apps and everything. It's just a one-stop shop. But you can do it on your own. And honestly, like I said, it's not that far away, so you can always grab an Uber or a taxi. It's not that big a deal. But
Gotcha. Okay,
but it
that's
is
what I
nice.
thought.
It is nice to know before you go that you already have a transfer. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, again, I use that term preconceived notion, but I came from the, sun and sand world. I used to work for ALG Vacations. And I'll listen, I'll never stick my nose up to a swim up bar. But honestly, you don't, besides being an all-inclusive, you don't get much more inclusive than this. Almost all tours are included, and it's just I mean, I'm talking about Avalon in particular, but with beer and wine and soft drinks included during lunch and dinner, mimosas during breakfast, you have that happy hour. It's awesome. It's really great. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, hot meals all included. It's a fantastic option. All right. So unless we have any other questions, if you do think of any questions that you have later on this evening, tomorrow, or next month, you know where to find me. As promised, here's my contact information again. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Please request my friendship on Facebook and check out some of my pictures from my Canada Globus tour or from my Danube River cruise. I had a blast, and I know hopefully you can, if you haven't already, hopefully you can experience it soon.
Thank you, Brian. That was amazing. And you did a wonderful job, even though we didn't hear
Oh,
the
thank you.
sound.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry about that. I got to get to the bottom of this.
yeah,
But
that's okay.
honestly, I did a webinar prior to this, and I don't even want to call it a webinar because I had more technical difficulties than I want to admit.
Oh no. So just in the chat, I just wanted to share what was said in the chat. Penny said that she completed the trainings online and the sound is
Fantastic.
amazing on those videos.
Great.
So I would encourage all our agents who are either on right now or watching this watching it back, definitely go on to the Globus travel agent portal and take a look at those videos and do those trainings to get certified as a travel advisor with Globus. And also Antoinette says that she was able to purchase her clients' transfers via Globus, even though they did their air on their own.
Yes, yeah, you can still purchase them. I'm just, yeah, if you do your air though, they are included. So yes, you
Okay.
can also purchase them even if you don't do the air. So yeah, it should have
Okay,
been more clear
perfect.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
wonderful.
so the first video that I showed was the Globus one. It's a very generic, just it's a promotional thing. The second one, the Avalon, it's one of my favorites. It's really cool. And you can show that to your clients too. Like if they're on the fence between Emma and Avalon or Uniworld and Avalon, I mean, those are two very different ones. But the Avalon, the way that we kind of CGI reconfigure the room, it's very cool. Shoot me an email. You have my contact info. I have the link. Like it's saved as one of my favorites because I absolutely love sharing it with whether it be travel advisors. I shared it with my parents. My parents are going to do the Bordeaux in October because honestly, and not that I sold it to them, but I said, just check it out. They're big river cruise lovers, and yeah, they were sold as soon as they saw the video. So let me know and I can show you that link.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm just going to ask one more time for questions. Any last minute questions for Brian? Okay,
All
Brian,
right.
thank you so much. We appreciate you coming out
Thank you.
after hours to do the presentation, and we will definitely be in touch.
Absolutely. Yeah, don't be a stranger. All right.
Definitely not.
Hopefully
Take care.
talk to everyone soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.